Hello. In this video, I want to talk about how you can easily sync the Novation Circuit Tracks with any of the Teenage Engineering Pocket operators. In this video, I'm going to be demonstrating using the PO33. Before I show how to do this, I first want to talk about why syncing is important. Syncing, in this case, will allow me to control the starting and stopping of the sequencer for both synthesizers from the circuit tracks. Additionally, when you're syncing, you can control the tempo from the circuit tracks, and it will also change the tempo on the pocket operator. Now, I'm not currently syncing between these two devices, so let me show you what happens when I'm not syncing. First, I'll go ahead and start the sequencer on the circuit tracks. And notice that the pocket operator sequencer has not started. None of the lights are running along the 16 steps. In order to get both to start, I have to press play on both of them. And without syncing, I'd have to press play at the same exact time on both synthesizers, which is not easy. Notice that because I messed up, the two sequencers are running out of step with each other. When I go to change the tempo on the circuit tracks, the step sequencer on the circuit tracks is slowing down. However, the step sequencer on the pocket operator stays at the same rate. And if I stop the circuit tracks, the pocket operator continues to run because I did not press the play button again. So without syncing, both of these synthesizers act independently of each other, which is a lot more work for you to have to control. But setting up the sync between the Novation Circuit Tracks and the pocket operator allows you to control all of it just from the circuit tracks. Now let me go ahead and show you how this is set up. You will only need one cable to sync the circuit tracks with the pocket operator, and that is a TRS cable. If you're not sure what a TRS cable is, you can definitely look it up, but you can see right here that there are two collars around the cable connector, and that is a TRS cable. If you only see one collar, that is a TS cable, which is mono, and that will not work for this. You must have the TRS cable, because it must be stereo. There is a sync port on the back of the circuit tracks. We'll see it right here. So you'll plug one end of the TRS cable into the sync port on the circuit tracks. And then you'll plug the other end of the cable into the input of the pocket operator. The next thing you'll need to do is set the correct sync mode on the pocket operator. There are 6 sync modes, 0 through 5. By default, the pocket operator uses sync 0, and we will need to set this to sync 2. To do that, we're going to hold down the record button, which if you are using a cover is the little asterisk, and then press the BPM button until you see sync 2 or SY2 on the pocket operator. Now this is set to receive the sync signal from the Novation Circuit Tracks while also outputting audio from the output of the pocket operator. Now that I have this set to sync 2, when I start this will start at the same time. Let me go ahead and pull up synth 1 so we can see the step sequencer. In order for the pocket operator to use the sync, I have to cue it up first. So I will press the play button on the pocket operator, and notice that it has not started. It is queued up and waiting for signal from the circuit tracks. When I press play from the circuit tracks, both of them start up. Now when I change the tempo, both of them stay in sync. And finally, when I stop the circuit tracks, the pocket operator also stops. There is an additional consideration when syncing with a pocket operator. If I start the Novation Circuit Tracks again without resetting the pocket operator, it'll start on the step sequencer wherever it last stopped, which in this case is step 6. I'll press play on the circuit tracks and notice that it will start the sequencer on the pocket operator on step 6, but on here, it'll start on step 1. In order to reset the pocket operator so that it starts at step 1, simply press the play button to stop the sequencer, and then press it one more time to cue it up again. Now when I press play on the circuit tracks, both will start at step 1. Thanks so much for watching.